Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I'm gonna do a analysis review, a replay of the Tier 9 Japanese new battleship, the premium ship, the Iwami. I love that name. This happens to be from a player named Cavitation, and to my understanding, this is the North American world damage record. The reason why I picked it was not because, spoiler alert, he gets 5 Krakens and they win, but how many times have we always heard the term win harder, Jingles, any other person who's a spawn who does World of Warships videos and whatnot. This team, I'll point it out when you get to it. When it gets to that magical point, all they had to do is turn around and leave, and they would have won. But right off the bat, he's covering the one flank. The Oystergotland over there, the IKEA boat, is doing a good job of spotting. And that Buffalo player, he's going to have a bad game too. But right now, he's doing a good job of just using his throttle, taking his time, picking targets. The Prince right there is lighting him up with AP or with secondaries. Now, you know the old expression, I keep saying it, don't go broadside like to a battleship. It's a really bad idea. Because of that, there's 30k damage. Now he's going to get knocked again here. And pretty much his game is coming to an end. But let's fast forward again. I'm going to make these really quick in analysis. He's basically pushed up. The enemy has all 3 caps. Look at the score right now. 245 to 2614. They are booking points. Again, don't get broadside. You know? So the only thing he has to do is finish cleaning up this angle, or this end, and getting out the other ship over there, which is the Duncan. I don't have that boat yet, so I'm not exactly sure, but I know she's got some funky torpedoes and stuff, and good guns, but I'll get her soon enough and I'll have a review of her. But he's doing a good job. He's angling. He's angling because his bow's 32 millimeter. 32 millimeter means only 458s and above can penetrate you. That's the big battleships. There's no cruiser that can penetrate you over penetrate your bow. Again, pushing up, letting his secondaries do the work. Like I said earlier, apologize if I didn't, this boat has got the second highest DPM of secondaries in the game. Only the Schlieffen at tier 10 is higher. She is basically strapped on, in my opinion, 2 Atlantas on either side with their 5-inch guns just belting away. I do have a review of this boat coming out right after this video. A more detailed review. So right now, the enemy Jutland, again, these guys have taken care of the right flank. They're pushing up. The enemy has all 3 caps. At this point, the enemy really doesn't have to do much. They can just leave. But they won't. And remember I told you about that Buffalo? Yeah. He's now caught himself out in the middle. And now he's trying to run away. And he can't. And he's not going to. Very, 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 very badly played. And now they're just going to sit here and burn him down. And this is where it becomes a game of attrition. Even though they've got all 3 of the caps, the enemy, and this guy keeps pushing up, again, playing it perfectly. There you go. Kill number 2. Move up your hand again here, and what do we see here? Yes, give him a boat outside. Now they've already got the C cap, and they're pushing out as a team. His team is pushing into the B cap. Now the enemy, if you look up, 924 to 300. Over 600 points. 600 points up. There's only 8 minutes left in the game. If they just turn around and leave and disengage, they would win the game. But they have to win harder. And I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing here with this individual is without a doubt he is playing this. He can understand what they're doing. He's being very careful to hide behind certain islands. He's being very smart and just making this a 1v1 engagement as much as possible. He had a bit of a problem a little ways ago when he actually was getting fire focused by several ships, but again, ducked back in a little bit earlier and did a good job, and he's just waiting for the right shot. And schmack. Kill number 3. But because of the way he's angling in, and because of the way he's doing it, he can't be shot by the Rune, the Brest, or the Azuma. Sorry, that's an Azure Lane Azuma. I've never seen the benefit of Azure Lane, but that's me. Those voices just seem to grind on me. And what cavitation, this is the player saying, they're buying time. Because now he's going to push up. And I've decided not to cut any more of this video out, to be honest with you, because I really think you should see it from this point on. Like I said, they are literally 30 seconds away from winning. All they have to do is disengage and just keep going up and just angle. But they won't. I'm just stunned. And the enemy destroyer is in that smoke screen, and he shouldn't be. He should be hightailing it out of there and leaving. And then you look at this breast, you're like, what are you doing? But this guy is positioned absolutely perfect to make him pay. And he does. And he's out. And they go back down to 917. Again, less than a minute from winning. All they have to do is stop shooting and leave. That's all they have to do. But they won't. Instead, they all turn around and start pushing back. And I'm like, well, why? Even if they would have to get into A to stop you from capping and to stop the points. So, no. And now he's using what the secondaries are good for and what he's good for. And that's going after people. And just pushing out. The review video I've got coming out as well, you'll see what she's built up for armor layout. It's not bad. But again, he's playing this boat perfectly. And this is exactly how I would have played this boat. And so I do play it. I haven't decided whether I like it to be a tank build or a secondary build yet. But again, pushing out, engaging the enemy. This is the only way he's going to win. And there goes this Kraken. And that breast could have been long gone by now, but instead, he turned around. And he's getting a little funny cocky in chat there. He's enjoying himself. That's the F4E clan. I used to be in that clan. Yeah, I even know who this player is. And he's no wimp. Those torpedoes are not going to reach because they don't have the range. Again, well played.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
No, the battle's going to end a lot quicker than 5 minutes. Now, out of everything you just saw, and you can assume the breast is going to go down, he's now putting himself way out here. So in order for them to win, they have to take the caps, which they can't. They have not got enough time to do, or they have to kill everything. So you would think the enemy DD would be long gone by now. Not hanging around, not finding out. He would head towards A, and if I don't know if that destroyer's got torpedoes or not, but if it's a gunboat, I'm not sure 100%. But I would just spot and leave as fast as you can go. But he won't. How to win harder. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review and the replay rather. And as always, down below, leave a comment, and there he is. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. I'm trying to get these down to a bit shorter and whatnot. But apparently this is the North American damage record. And the cavitation, my hands off. My hands to you, I have handshake, what you want to say. This was played remarkably well. This was pitch perfect. All right, goodbye for now. Take care.